A prominent attorney just stated the ending date for the SEC versus Ripple. We're also going to talk about inflows to XRP related products, along with the price prediction regarding Bitcoin. Was there a double top reached, and what will happen to the alts? And of course, I got to share with you something someone said about XR. Oh, you're going to want to hear this because this comes from Atomic Wallet. But yes, you matter most. So viewers, comments come first. VR Fanatic says, I think it's the bottom, but I have no idea in reality. Talking about the poll that I have. Is this the final shakeout for XRP? I will have that link down below. We've got 609 votes. What else do I got for you? Jason Saw says, I'm in it for the long game. If investors can't see what lies ahead, maybe they should sell their XRP and buy some SHIB. I believe there's still a long road ahead with XRP. In the long run, holders will profit. Traders will fall. Let's hear from the ladies. LZ says, thinking it's Liz, says Ripple is playing too many games. This has to do with David Schwartz's tweet. What about me? Resting heart rate of 44. Oh, daddy's getting race ready, and my race is only 4 days away. Bitcoin's sitting at 56,986. Going to talk about the potential ending of the SEC Ripple case. ETH above 3,000 at 3,026. By the way, ETH ETFs, the approval could be in about a week, everyone. BNB above 500 at 510, Sol 140, XRP sitting at 43.7, XLM at 8.6. Now the market is a little bit more down than it has been in the last 24 hours. Why? Traditional finance woke up. Now we talked about that a few days ago. Minimum target is 44,000. Grim Bitcoin price prediction issued by a legendary trader. Let's take a look at this, okay? This is coming from Peter Brandt. Now look, okay? Just take the source for as what it is, but we know the market gets pulled by Bitcoin. So if we can start predicting a Bitcoin bottom, we would have a better idea of when to start aping into the action. So what Peter said, has Bitcoin completed a double top? Ooh, I see a little chart action here. If yes, minimum target is 44,000. What would happen to XRP if BTC went to 44,000? Would you see XRP in the mid 30-cent range, or would you see it touch the 20-cent range? Let me know down below. What else do I got here? Well, as always, any article you see in this video, along with all my other ones, will be linked in the description below. Despite the pullback in price, check it out, okay? Year to date for XRP, they are up. I mean, $18 million worth of inflows. This last week, 400,000 of inflows. Is it that much? No, it's not, but it's better than outflows. So even though you're having some not so hot price action, traders and buyers are still getting in, seeing the deals that are there. Here's that bigger chart for you to take a look. XRP, look at that. Bitcoin even. All right, let's go now with the SEC XRP Ripple lawsuit. Expected outcome on July 31st, says pro crypto attorney. Ooh, this could be kind of juicy. Attorney Fred Rispoli commented on the recent SEC versus Ripple lawsuit filing, in which the payment remittance firm filed supplemental authority letter referring to Binance. Yes, we're using other cases now to help us out with the Ripple SEC case. We're looking for some precedent to apply, and this is important, so there's a lot of eyes on Taurus. Let's see what Fred said about the date. Fred said this, July 31st, although I could see her doing it July 13th to being poetic. Now, why would July 13th be poetic? Well, because on July 13th, that's when Taurus ruled, yes, almost a year ago, that XRP was not a security. This is what he said. Alternatively, got a notice of the filing. My heart skipped a beat, but don't worry, no ruling yet. It was Ripple's notice to Judge Torres about the Binance decision. So right now, we've got Fred Rispoli telling us, guess what? July 31st, let's get this thing over. And fingers crossed, by the way, everyone, that when we do get final answer regarding this case, that there's no appeals that drag it on for another couple more years. Be honest with me here, okay? The worst thing that we could get for XRP holders would be for this case to be dragged on even further, to see an appeal that lasts another couple years. Could you imagine another couple years? Now, I said at the beginning of the video that there was someone out there ripping on XRP. I want to share this with you because there's some irony and some stupidity. Atomic Crypto Wallet, okay, official, says, any idea why nobody uses XRP? They're throwing shade at XRP. John says, when you steal 10 XRP reserve when you create a wallet to activate it, there's a big problem in there. Well, it's because you guys stole it all, 110 million worth. Remember, Atomic Wallet was hacked, so I mean, I don't know. Who are they to be throwing shade? But I want to hear from you. Why is the price of XRP down so much? Is it the Torres case action? Are there whales out there shorting the ever-living hell out of it? Is it institutions, automated market makers? I want to hear from you. And of course, I want you to vote on if this last shakeout was the final shakeout. Because guess what, everyone? 56% of you out there have said, you know what? We've got more pain to come. Watermelon burst. Getting my electrolytes set for the race coming in 4 days. But I want to hear from you because there's a lot to unpack here. First things first, let's talk about the Bitcoin 44,000 price action. All right, we've got a lot of potentially bad situations coming up. Think Federal Reserve, right? If we get bad CPI data and the Federal Reserve is like, look, we're going to keep rates higher for longer, that's going to put a lot of pressure on the crypto market. We also got elections coming up here in the United States, and we just saw the big dramatic effect of election shift in England. So now we have to think, wait a minute, is that going to happen in the United States? And what's going to happen to monetary policy here in the United States, which affects a lot of crypto? We also have to start thinking about, well, wait a minute, we still got Middle East conflict that we have to worry about. And the last time there was a flare-up, it sent crypto way down. So we've got a whole bunch of factors here that could put some negative price on Bitcoin, XRP, and the rest of the alts. But we also got a lot of positive. Now, what you're not hearing from a lot of media outlets out there is that a whole bunch of countries and central banks have already started cutting rates. Yeah, they've given the signal. They're like, yo, we're flashing the signal right here. You want flip the switch? We're making money cheaper for you. Now, that being said, the money is still too expensive, but the fact that a whole bunch of countries out there, thank you, Canada, for leading the way, lowered rates, it is giving us the sign that maybe inflation globally is starting to get something that we're having under control. And if we can get more and more central banks, more feds around the globe to lower rates, that'll make money cheaper, which will allow more investment into crypto. Seriously, that's how that works. It's really hard to invest in crypto if everything is expensive, right? If it costs you a lot of money for your development loans, if the cost of cash is super expensive, you want it as cheap as possible, right? Because it's a I'm going to leave that in. Because it is a very volatile marketplace. It's risky, right? So if we get more people lowering rates, money is cheaper, more people can jump on into the crypto action. We've also got other countries out there adopting crypto as legal tender for payment status. That's big as well. So yes, we've got some negative things here. We've got some positive things here. But the biggest thing that I think is holding the entire market back is everyone is waiting to see what's happening with the SEC versus Ripple. Why? Because if the SEC gets a nasty penalty imposed on Ripple, you know what's going to happen. They're going to go after more projects and they're going to be like, well, you know, since the courts upheld what we were saying, let's just wreck everyone. That's why it's really important that when Torres issues the final action, that it is nothing too damning on XRP, because you don't want the ripple effect, like what I did there, to just wreck the rest of the market. But I want to hear from you. Do we have more pain coming? Have we hit the worst of it? Are things just going to get better? And I also want to hear from you, are we going to get case resolution this month? Think about it. In less than a week, it's been the decision, right? The 1-year anniversary of Torres saying that XRP secondary sales is not a security. Is she going to bless us 1 year later? Be nice, wouldn't it? Well, you know what I'm doing? I'm getting ready for a race in 4 days. And to get ready for that race, I'm sharing my experience with you on my second channel, which is up on the screen. Check it out. It goes over how I plan my nutrition, my training, my recovery. Why is my heart rate so low? Well, it's because I know how to train, I know how to taper, and I know how to recover. Check it out. It's free to subscribe in this second channel. It's a lot of fun. I throw a little humor in there. So you know what I'm doing? Hydrating, watermelon burst. It's really not that good. I'll catch you cool cats later.